So Raiden drops some knowledge on the group, and it's time for them to go to Outworld. Khan's lackeys are almost gaining on him, and to slow them down, Khan orders Sindel to use her super nag voice to destroy the mountains, and Khan jizzes in his pants. Raiden opens a portal to Outworld, and they escape just in time. So the group arrives in Outworld, and off they go to rescue Kitana. Jax and Sonya, being the only rational people here, can see that they're clearly waltzing into a trap and have no real reason to trust random woman in green. Meanwhile, Shao Kahn gets bitched at by Shinnok, and I can't fault Shinnok's logic. Khan destroyed the Temple of the Elder Gods using Sindel's super nag voice, which was very effective. This is weird as hell, knowing that Shao Kahn is answering to someone. In Mortal Kombat The Games, Shao Kahn is still the top badass, a true inspiration of what a video game boss is supposed to be. Cocky, insanely intimidating, hard to defeat, and answering to no one. This Shao Kahn, although played by Brian Thompson, who I like very much, comes off as an insane military leader trying to please his father by going to war. Anyways, the group stumbles across the Royal Temple of Edenia and encounters Sindel and reptiles. So Raiden gets blasted and it's time for him to kick some ass. However, one thing about fight choreography is that sometimes it starts to become very obvious, and instead of looking like a fight, it looks more like a dance. Case in point. So we cut to Jax holding Sindel's head, and I have to wonder, what happened? Why didn't we get a Sindel fight scene? Well, maybe it's because her using her hair in a fight would have been... oh. Well, what can I expect from a movie that actually has "find your animality" as a serious bit of plot explanatory dialogue? But I'm getting way ahead of myself. While Shao Kahn is jizzing in his pants because of Daddy's approval, Liu Kang sneaks in Shao Kahn's temple and... Are you f***ing serious? Who the f*** has a secret passageway under their throne? What the f*** could Khan possibly use that for? It's not like it's a trap door or something. Does Khan use that to hide away from Shinnok when he's gonna get yelled at? Does he use it to hide away from his lackeys when they're gonna ask for a raise? What purpose could that possibly serve? But I digress. Liu Kang finds Kitana's birdcage and... Oh snap! One of the Shadow Priests attacks Liu Kang and... Oh wait, it's just Baraka. And the other Barakas show up, leading to a fight dangling on chains. So Liu Kang dispatches the other Barakas, leaving just him and Baraka. They fight for a while until... Wait a minute! That's not Baraka! That's reused footage of Rain! What the hell, editors? Slipshot editing. Seriously, how absolutely lazy! But that's nowhere near as lazy as what happens next. So Liu Kang and Kitana are reunited until Shiva shows up and...
The date's over.
Oh, she's dead. So Kitana is taken back to her mother and more bullshit is expounded on the legend. So Kitana fills up her mother in a sequence that is kind of weird for mother and daughter. And Sindel awakens.
Oh, Kitana. I have prayed for the day when our love will bring us together again.
it didn't work.
Love? I have never loved you. With such a pathetic child as you, what reason was there to love? I knew it could not be true.
Probably because the legend was bullshit anyway.
It can. And it is. And you are powerless. Thunder God. It's over. You fools. You've been tricked. The legend was a lie.
Of course it was a lie. It wasn't even a fucking legend. So Khan's portals stay open and Sindel spins around a lot while laughing. So Jade, of course, is a traitor. Not like anyone with 2 functioning brain cells didn't know that already, but whatever. So I'm wondering why everyone is standing around watching Sindel spin and laugh while Jade obviously takes off. I mean, after Liu Kang declares that she'll die for her betrayal...
You will die for this, Jade.
But doesn't act on this threat immediately, I'd take off too. Or just kill Liu Kang. Honestly, why doesn't anyone just attack Sindel right now? Why didn't Liu Kang just kick Jade's ass right then and there? I mean, Sindel is standing and spinning right there. Why didn't Liu Kang just dropkick her ass while Jax, Katana, Sonya, and Raiden handled Jade? I mean, for the love of... It's 5 against 2! They can't be that pathetic that they can't win with those odds! Then they notice Jade is missing.
That's it.
We trusted you, man. And what happened? You take us on a wild goose chase.
I don't understand. You were advised by the Elder Gods.
The gods must have lied to me.
Yo, forget your gods. And immortals. And all that junk. I say the only ones we can trust from here on out are humans. Nobody else. Not even Raiden.
Don't you understand? By leading us here, he is mortal now. Just like you. All his powers have been sacrificed.
Oh! So that's why Raiden had to sacrifice his powers. Because he couldn't go into Outworld with them. That's funny. Because he didn't need to sacrifice his powers when he was in Outworld in the first movie! Ah! So now we come to the most controversial part of this movie. Before we go on, I need to make a note of Sonya's absolute stupidity here in being surprised that Raiden's father is an elder god.
This tattoo is a family crest, bestowed only to my bloodline. It is a permanent mark that allows safe passage through the portals for the bearer and his passengers. The tattoos you saw, did they flee the fighter upon death?
Took off like a bat out of hell.
Temporary passes. They did not share my bloodline.
But if it's your family crest, how can Conside have it too?
My father is an elder god, and only they can bestow such a marking.
Your dad's an elder god? Funny how you failed to mention that before.
What the fuck did you think, bitch? Of course his father is an elder god. If Raiden is a god himself, then logically his father would be a god also. This is not rocket science.
If your father's an elder god, what does that make Khan?
And it's also funny how the elder god topic raised the topic of Khan's relation to Raiden, rather than Raiden saying the tattoo was a family crest and the other warriors had temporary passes. The next 5 words that Raiden says has started a whirlwind of absolute hatred for this movie.
Shao Kahn is my brother.
No, no, no! I remember even as a kid raising an eyebrow at this because Raiden and Shao Kahn were never brothers! Not even hinted at as brothers! Sadly, the alternate Mortal Kombat media, the TV show Mortal Kombat Conquest, played up the idea that Raiden and Shao Kahn were brothers by having the same actor, Jeffrey Meek, play both parts. I haven't seen Mortal Kombat Conquest in a while, and if I ever get my hands on this series, I'll gladly review it. But anyways, this is where I drew the line. All logic of this movie falls apart. If Raiden is a god and Khan is Raiden's brother, then doesn't that make Khan a god? But yet no one in this movie questions Khan's mortality. Khan hasn't even shown himself to be remotely godly. In the game, Shao Kahn is a warlord with extensive knowledge of martial arts, black magic, but Shao Kahn is mortal. Shao Kahn is a man who knows how to work the angles of situations and come out on top. It's how he's managed to survive and take Outworld away from Onaga. And if you fought that fucker yourself, you know how hard that is. This movie just pisses in the face of Shao Kahn as a character. So in the context of the movie, Shao Kahn is technically a god. So how in the fuck does Liu Kang expect to kill an immortal? Unfortunately, we'll get the answer to that. Moving on.